You're tuned in to the DMV Hoops Podcast.
This is John the Scrivener, head girls basketball coach at St. John's College High School, and this is the DMV Hoops Podcast.
Welcome to the DMV Hoops Podcast, the DMV's home for high school basketball. Hosted by Kurt Cross and featuring Chelsie Cross. We bring you the latest news, interviews, rankings, recruiting buzz, and standout performances from the public and private school basketball scene across Washington, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia. Stream us on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Buzzsprout, YouTube, and everywhere podcasts are heard. Now, let's get into it. Here's your host, Kurt Cross.
Welcome to the DMV Hoops Podcast. As always, I'm Kurt Cross. She is
Chelsie Cross.
We're in DeMatha's gym. It's Capital Hoops Summer League. It's playoffs. We have a familiar face, and I will tell you, sir, you're only one of two people who has been on this podcast 3 times now. I'll give you, you know what? On this podcast right now, I will give you $10 if you can tell me who the other person is. And you know this person.
I know this person.
You know this person. I feel like he's going to get it.
Okay, yeah.
Give him one hint, Chelsie, and don't make it too good.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. You've interacted with them within the past 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yep.
Interact. I interact with a lot of people.
You had conversations with this person in the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I had, oh, yeah, he plays with a different. Okay, wait, different team.
I can't give you all that, get it?
Okay.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna go $20 if you get it.
$20. I'm getting one person because you said it was 3 people that I've been 2 times, right?
No, there's only 2 people who have been here 3 times.
Oh, okay.
You're one of them. Who's the other? I mean, $20 is Chick-fil-A.
$20 is Chick-fil-A. I'm gonna go. Is it?
You're about to get it. Just say it.
Is it Israel?
No, it's Coach Jones. You're looking right over there. Yes.
Coach Jones.
Coach
You
Jones.
got him, bro.
Mike G. Jones III.
I'm thinking players. I ain't thinking with anybody.
Do
Like.
you not interact with your coach?
I do interact with my coach.
In the last 3 weeks?
Yeah, I do.
Several times. There's a few headlines I want to discuss with you.
Okay.
Number one, I think it's your dad. He's your biggest fan. He's all over the Instagram. Your father liking all your stuff.
Yeah.
That's number one. Number two, you are probably the most popular player that we have on the podcast because as soon as I post your stuff, I'm talking like thousands of hits. Thousands of hits. The next thing I want to talk about is you said on this podcast that you're trying to work on communicating. At least a half dozen times in the game you played just now, I heard you say, I got 23, I got 15.
Yep.
Right? So before I go on to more headlines, tell me why that focus. What are you trying to improve here?
I mean, I feel like communication is the biggest thing that's needed on a winning team, especially defensively and offensively. And my biggest thing is just being a better leader being a senior for this team, and especially the captain. So my biggest thing is just communicating and just doing as hard as I can and best as I can every time I step on the floor.
What's your dad's name? Can we give him a shout out?
My dad's name is Abass.
Because he's I'm saying, as soon as I post it, your dad is on it. Your dad is on it. So he's one proud dad. And one day, if you decide to be a dad, you're going to know what that feels like.
Yeah, yes, sir. It's
all
a
right.
blessing.
The next headline has nothing to do with Summer League. You see Jaylen Brown's a 76er now.
Yeah.
You see that?
Yeah.
That's dangerous.
It's crazy.
That's Maxey. That's Embiid. That's Jaylen Brown. And how much were they paying Paul George? He's set to make like 50-something next year.
For real?
He's got to be like close to my age.
Yeah, that's Supermax contract.
That's
right
way
there.
too much money. All right, the next thing I want to talk about is the previous round of the playoffs seemed to be a little bit more competitive. Every game today seems to be a blowout. Yeah. What was that mindset like for y'all against St. Mary's Annapolis?
I mean, we definitely start off slow, but a playoff game is a playoff game at the end of the day. So we got to play hard no matter what team it is, no matter who we're going against. We got to play hard, but it's definitely going to be competitive. And we love just, playing against any team, honestly, no matter who it is.
Tell me how this playoff mindset differs from WCAC playoff mindset.
I mean, I feel like the mindset we have now is the mindset we're going to have in WCAC. So I feel like it shouldn't differ. I feel like we should play the hardest we can and then play and honestly play to our standard throughout every possession in this game. But I would say there's definitely a physicality level that differs on the floor from summer league to WCAC, I would say.
Danny, you talked about y'all started off kind of slow. Is it just a timeout and coach telling y'all to refocus, or how do you get that back? Because there was a point where I don't know if they were ahead, but it was close. And now look up again, it's 12, 15 points. How do y'all turn that switch on?
For one, it shouldn't be a switch to be turned on. It should always be on. But for us to, I guess, warm up into that standard that we always talk about, we have to communicate on defense and start being physical. We can't have them hit first or set the standard of the game. We have to set the standard of the game.
Talk to me about what the DeMatha standard is.
The DeMatha standard is really just just being versatile and being like willing to do anything to win the basketball game. Communicating on defense, stopping the best player, attacking the basket, and just being a team, being together with everything you do.
Danny, I know I'm not going to harp on this. I know DMV Live was not what DeMatha wanted, but what did that do for DeMatha and or you personally going through those 2 live periods?
I feel like it put us through the fire, and we definitely learned more than we lost, because we had a great first session 4-0, and then recently just went 0-4, and 3-4 very tough games we definitely should have won, but it's just attention to detail, and we know what we can and should do to win and close them games out that we shouldn't have. So I feel like we just know the simple, antics that we need to work on, the simple and things we need to work on.
I can't make part 2 of DMV Live feel any better, because I know that that wasn't the outcome we wanted. However, please know from the outsider's perspective that y'all got a target on your back. Everyone's coming here and they want the smoke with PVI, with DeMatha, and the DC teams who, as we all know, play the best basketball in the land right here in the WCAC. Talk to me about the depth. It doesn't appear as though when Coach Jones goes to his 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 12th man, it doesn't seem like we're losing much. I'm still seeing in the game where you just won by 25, 27, maybe 30 points. I still see where there's a high level of energy being played on the floor. Your 10th guy, your 12th guy, how are we getting it out of those guys too?
Honestly, we trust in every player on our team. They're my brothers. I mean, we practice every day in this gym. We work hard every day in this gym. We do everything, win, lose. And, whatever we going through, we do it with them. So no matter how deep we go, we feel like that we have the best bench, best starting 5, best 6-man, best center, best everything, we feel like. So we just trusting our teammates and everything. So
that front court ain't too bad either, huh?
Nah.
For the Capital Hoops Summer League playoffs, for you guys that don't know, these games are day after day after day. So they play back-to-back games. Assuming we keep winning, you guys are going to be playing, I think, 4 games in a row. How does your recovery change throughout those days, and how does your energy change throughout those days?
Definitely getting a lot of rest, making sure we get sleep. Sleep is the biggest thing for our team, and definitely ice baths. Ice baths help a lot, and just knowing how to, take it down a notch in practice, knowing like that body does matter, and that we have to, take care of our body to execute in game.
The WCAC, we talk about it so much, but it warrants talking about. How do you feel like the IAC, the MAC, and those other leagues are playing catch-up or are getting there? Because, look, you got a Flint Hill team that's going to be well-coached this year. Not that Rico Reed didn't do a great job, because he does. But you got teams like St. Andrews, Flint Hill, Bullets, you got Landon, you got Sidwell. Like, how is the scope changing? Because you and I both know, if you know anything about WCAC, it was 20, 25, 30 years ago, it was WCAC and then everybody else. Now these other leagues are catching up. And if you play a Bullets, that's not a cakewalk. So how have they caught up? What do you think that's due to?
I would say it's, a new generation of basketball. There's a lot of young guys getting better, improving, knowing, angles on defense, and just coaches just, knowing how to recruit different type of guys. But I would still say, like, WCAC is top, and we have definitely a different type of physicality in our league. But, it's definitely a blessing to see everybody, I guess, playing hard, playing better. But, I would say for us, definitely, we still on the top for sure.
Danny Abass has gotten better through the years. Tell me what that looks like. Was it Spark? Was it Healthy Baller? Was it team? Was it AAU? What is it that you did to take yourself from where you were as a ninth grader to where you're on the precipice of your senior year? And this is a different Danny than I saw 3 years ago. How did that happen?
I would say it's just trusting in God, trusting my family, myself. And the biggest thing is that, hard work pays off. Early morning, late nights. After practice, getting shots up, recovery, the biggest thing, ice baths, when I don't want to do it, eating right, and just praying every single day. I mean, I know I'm not perfect, but I'm just trying my best every single day to just get 1% better.
We don't know much about Danny outside of the basketball court. Who the heck is Danny Abass outside the basketball court? Is he a gamer? Does he like to read? Does he binge on Netflix? Does he hang out with his boys or his girlfriend or whoever at Chipotle? What do y'all do?
I mean, I always say I'm a pretty funny guy. I like to joke around with my family, my close ones. I got a lot of friends here.
How big is that family? You got brothers, sisters? What?
Yeah, I got a younger sister, older sister, and an older brother that actually lives right behind Chipotle. That I be seeing all the time. So yeah, and I'm Nigerian as well. So family's really close to me, and hang out with them a lot. Definitely watch a lot of Netflix, watch a lot of basketball, of course, to get better. But yeah, definitely a outgoing guy for sure.
Okay, and what does Danny want to do when he gets into college? I think you're going to be playing ball to the next level. That's just, I'm going out on a limb. What is Danny going to study? If basketball were not part of in your column, what would Danny be doing?
Yeah, I've been looking a lot into computer science. I like IT. They make a lot of good money, and I like coding and certain stuff like that. Depending on the school I go to is how much free time I can to do that major. But I would definitely like to do computer science.
When you look back, this is year 4
of
high school. When you look back at DeMatha, give me 2 or 3 names you can point to who really aided your journey, who got you to where you are today. And it can be someone in the school or some family, whoever. Who got you here?
These past 4 years, definitely my brother, Michael Abass. He helped me with everything. Just being in my ear through bad games, terrible games, great games, good games, okay games, win, losses. Definitely my brother, of course. God himself definitely helped me a lot. And I would say lastly, Coach Jones. Coach Jones definitely been my rock. Throughout these 4 years. We have a lot of people transfer, but I stayed down with the math. I love my brotherhood, my brothers, and just playing on the floor. Honestly, it's just fun.
Top 5 rappers on your Spotify right now.
Top 5 rappers right now. Listen to right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go no order. I'm gonna go Gunna, Kent Carson, Drake, Young Thug, and I gotta get women in there. I'm gonna go.
We ain't going Young Boy?
I gotta go YB. YB.
Okay, all right. Young Thug ain't. He's. I listen to him, don't I?
Yeah.
He's been around for a minute, right?
Yes, Young Thug got some good hits.
Okay, all right. You an old soul, Danny. That's what it is. All right. So last question I'm gonna ask you. Am I gonna see you at this table on Friday?
Yes, sir.
You plan on it?
Yes, sir.
Chelsea, you got anything else for Mr. Abass? He's a 3-timer now. He's been here 3 times.
I mean, yeah. Are we gonna make it a 4th? That's the real question.
That's all we want to know. Are we gonna make it a 4th? This is the DMV Hoops podcast. He's Danny Abass. Shout out to his dad, who's a big fan. Chelsea's here. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for tuning in to the DMV Hoops podcast, your home for high school basketball coverage across the DMV. Be sure to subscribe, follow, and share the show on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, YouTube, Buzzsprout, and everywhere podcasts are heard. Follow us on Instagram and X at DMV Hoops Podcast. The DMV Hoops Podcast is hosted by Kurt Cross, featuring Chelsea Cross. Thanks for listening.